So recently I've been getting a lot of questions about specifically how to get jewels, what mods to look for specifically on jewels, and I realized that I didn't have a video out talking about how there is a way on the trade website that you can set some particular settings on there to save yourself a ton of time and potentially even save a bunch of money. Because the trade website is not the most straightforward thing. You've probably experienced that. There's a lot of weird options and such on that website. I'm going to show you how to use it, particularly how to use it to get extremely valuable jewels a little bit easier. Now remember, boys, if you're enjoying this content, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. And without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so as I said, just going to be a quick video talking about how to better utilize the trade website, because a lot of people know all of the basic features that are over here on the left, but you may not know how to properly utilize this section over here on the right, and this is, in my opinion, a very important part of the trade website. Now, for this example, we are just going to be looking for a jewel, and we're going to be looking for any jewel, any non-unique, and then we are going to first be utilizing this add stat filter. Now, most builds, when they're looking for a jewel these days, are wanting life or energy shield, and then some other damaging mods. The way that we're going to do this is we're going to add the stat filter here, which is the main mod that we absolutely need to have, and that's going to be life for this example. Now, a small thing that you might not know about this is that if you use a tilde, you can type in whatever you want in whatever order, and as long as the modifier contains those words in any place, you can actually find it. So, for example, if you use cold, spell, skill, or something like that, it doesn't have to be the exact name, it just has to have those words or those letters in it. So we're going to use this to search up life, and we are going to look here for percentage increase maximum life, and then we're just going to leave this in this section here. Now, for example, we can do energy shield. We can also do total percentage increase max energy shield. However, we will turn this off for now. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to where it says add stat group, and you see you have a couple of options. You've got and, not, if, count, and weighted sum. Now, these all do different things, but the one that we're going to use here for jewels in particular is going to be count, because we are looking to find 2 additional good modifiers. Now, it's relatively easy to find a jewel with 1 additional modifier, and I'll show you how to do that first. We're going to be going minimum 1, and say we are playing a lightning damage crit build, and we want a life and like lightning damage crit multi type jewel. So we're going to go to count here, and we're just going to add lightning damage. We're doing mainly percentage lightning damage. We're going to add critical multi and get global crit strike multiplier, crit multi lightning, so crit multiplier with lightning skills, crit multi spell, crit strike multiplier for spell damage, and then we're going to at least have 1 of these. So if we go down here and we hit search, it's going to give us a large list of jewels that has life as well as at least 1 of those mods. Now, this will get you, like I said, lightning damage. You've got lightning damage there. You're mainly going to see the cheaper ones, of course, first with mainly lightning damage here. We can go back in and we can type in for maximum life. We'll do a minimum of 7 maximum life. And then we'll see life and lightning damage, life, lightning damage, and resistances, so on and so forth. And it's just going to sort them by cheapest, and it's just going to give you whatever one ends up being cheapest. However, if we go down here to count and we type in 2 and then we search for it, now we're going to find jewels that have 2 of those modifiers instead. Now, you can use this for pretty much whatever you want, but now you're going to particularly be looking for jewels that have life as well as 2 out of these 4 modifiers that we've put in here. Now, something that you might notice is that these got substantially more expensive almost immediately. Main reason for that is that we are searching for 7 life. If we take out 7 life here and search again, the price should come down quite substantially. Typically, when it comes to jewels, purchasing perfect jewels with like perfect life rolls or perfect ES rolls or perfect damage rolls substantially increases the cost of that jewel itself. Now, if you had just been searching for 1 modifier, you might not have found any of these jewels here, right? So we've got a jewel for 20, we've got a jewel for 40, and we've got a jewel for 0.9. Now, this jewel here with 16 lightning damage, 10 crit multiplier, and 5% life is similar to this jewel right here, right? It's got 16% lightning damage, 11 crit strike multi, and 7% life. It's 1 exalt compared to this one here that we've got, which is only 20. So very, very similar jewel. You lose 2% life and you gain a ton of power for significantly less money. So that's the main idea here, is that if we're looking for jewels, and we can even go 3 here, even though I don't know if we're going to find anything that's worthwhile. As you can see, 9 exalt, but that's the idea, is that what we're trying to do here is we're trying to list a bunch of different modifiers that are all beneficial for the build. So take whatever it is that your skill uses, whether it's lightning, cold damage, physical damage, whatever it might be, chaos damage. You're going to type all the modifiers that you would want into this section here, and then choose the count like how many of those modifiers that you'd like to see. So for example, if we turned these off and instead we did crit multi fire, and then we did fire spell damage, or just fire damage rather, we got increased fire damage, and then we looked for count 2, then we would be finding jewels that have just fire damage as well as crit strike multiplier. See 30, 30, 33, 40, 50. So this makes it a lot easier to find specific jewels that have exact modifiers that we're looking for, and we can find the cheapest out of whatever those jewels might be. So this is a trick that works specifically best for jewels that I think a lot of people aren't exactly aware of. It makes it substantially easier to find one modifier that you really have to have, and then just a few of a couple other modifiers that you're looking for. Now, some other things that you can do here is if in particular something just completely bricks your build, you can also use this add stat group section here and do not, and then whatever you type into here, like if it's ignite or something like that, like say you absolutely can't ignite for some reason, right? And you absolutely can't have chance to ignite on anything that you want in on your build, right? I don't even know if chance to ignite is something that you can roll on jewels, but if you use the not modifier here, you can choose to exclude certain modifiers, right? Like say you really don't want energy shield on any of your jewels. You absolutely cannot have energy shield on anything. You can use not to make sure that those modifiers aren't in there, and then the same with everything else. And that is going to be it for the video. Hopefully this taught you something. I've been getting a lot of questions about this particular thing, like how to find this particular jewel, looking for this kind of jewel, that kind of jewel, and I wanted to make a video that I can just kind of point to, and it's like, hey, go look at this video, and it'll tell you how to search for jewels on the trade website. So hopefully it helped you out. Remember, boys, if you're enjoying this content, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and stay safe out there in raid class. And I'll see you guys in the next video.